Now what I want to do, and I'm sitting now so you can see my hands and my arms a bit clearer. So now I have my hands or my arms, and my forearms are going to be kind of parallel, and I am just going to circle my wrist. And if you can keep them close, that would be really good, because your body wants to do this, yeah? You keep them close, so they will really be, and it's like one hand is pulling the other down to create that stretch in here. And then the other side, so really keep them working like that. And then to the other side. This is something good that you can do if you work on the computer all day. It won't do any harm. If you know, you will stop for 10-15 seconds and you do that, and then have a good stretch again and again. So now I'm going to take it to the last bit of this the stretch, which is quite this is really when you become better and you get more strength and mobility in your wrist. Otherwise I wouldn't do that. So the first thing first is to lift your heart up, and then when I sit in here, now what will happen is, because you lift your elbow up, your body will tell you that to lift the shoulder as well. So you're going to tell your body no, you're taking the shoulder down and your elbow will stay up. My hands are stretched to the point that I can't bend my fingers. They are so stretched, so stretched. And they're sitting one hand on top of the other. My heart is up, which means my rib cage up, my shoulders down. Now I'm pressing my lower arm towards my upper towards my lower. And as you're doing that, you're going to start feeling all the muscles in here activated. So it's not a very comfortable position to be in. So from here, while I'm pressing the arms against, I'm going to bend one elbow, and I'm kind of looking to have that angle, and lift and bend and lift. I'm going to put for us some music so it will sound a bit nicer. Hi there. So if you've done my stretches for the wrist part 1, then you can move on to this part 2, which will kind of finish the section of stretches for the wrist. I would not do part 2 if you didn't do part 1 myself. Anyway, your arms will be up in here, and it's very important to make sure, because as soon as your elbow is going to be up, your shoulder will come up. So you take the shoulder down and keep the elbow up. Both of the arms, my hands are extremely stretched, so stretched that you can't bend the fingers, so stretched. And I am here. Now my lower arm is pressing against the upper, and the upper against the lower. So as you're doing that, all of the muscles underneath will come and fire up and be engaged. Lift your heart up, which is your rib cage, and just like that, it's not very comfortable. Anyway, from here, what I'm looking is to bend my elbow down and get this angle with my hand, yeah, and back. And when I go back, I press the lower against the upper, so I have a stretch, and I go down to here. So now kind of what we want to get is not only the wrist, but also the knuckles, i.e. the fingers. And then in the fourth or the third one, you're going to start that journey all the way, and you will have a good stretch here. And when you come back, it's knuckles, 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 slowly to go back. So you fold, that's the first fold, and then you go. And then you come back slowly. And one more. And you're going to feel it. And release. Everything will ache because this is a difficult position to be in, but it's engaging from the finger up to the shoulder, the whole chain. And now I'm going to do it to the other side. So I'm checking my posture is up, elbows up, and shoulders down. And I press my lower against the upper, upper against the lower. I bend my elbow, and I get to my 90 degrees that I want here. And then I lift, and again, and I lift, and again, and I lift, and one more time, and I lift. Now from here I go all the way, all the way, all the way, and I get to here and I have a big, big stretch, and then I come in here, and again all the way, and I have a stretch, and I'm here, one more time, really stretch, and then come back, and stretch, and stretch, and relax, roll your shoulders and everything, roll your shoulders, roll everything, relax your hand. The last bit, that this is not a stretch, this is a strengthening exercise. Every now and again, you know, let's say you put the kettle on and you're waiting for your to make your coffee or your tea. Try that and you will see, if you lift your arms up, and I will go a little bit further away from the, and your arms are straight and fingers are stretched, and you go like that, really, like when you go like that, go full, not weak, really stretch. You will see that when you're doing that, you will not be able to do many of them. I think I mentioned it in part 1. You won't be able to do many of them. So try for yourself to do, let's say, I don't know, you're doing 5 until you are like, oh my God, my hands are seizing. Then stop them, relax, and then later on in the evening or something, do it again. Build up, because this is strength, yeah? So build up this strength in your fingers and your wrists, but it's important that the arms will be straight. We've already discussed in part 1, the connection between the wrist and the shoulder. If you do it here, it's okay, but here you're gonna work it a lot more, yeah? You really, really want. So I can do quite a lot of them now before I'm completely seizing up, but in the beginning it was like 5, 6, and I was like, oh my God. So you do want to try that. You do want to try that. That will be a good strengthening exercise, and you want to feel alive. So I hope you enjoy that. I know that it will involve discomfort and some pain, no question about it. Yeah, so you're welcome to leave a comment, but no swearing, because you're going to be in pain and discomfort, that's for sure. Right? Take care. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you will get to know these exercises or stretches. Some of them at least 1 or 2, and maybe you can do them while you watch television. How about that? So you will make your watching telly even more productive. Right? Take care. Bye.